Women of Reddit, what things that men find unattractive about themselves do you find very attractive, and why? Being soft and submissive sometimes. I want a guy to feel protected when he's with me as much as I want to feel protected by him. When a guy moans during sex. Silence is weird as hell. Even worse is when a guy doesn't say that he came. Give us a warning for the love of God. It's so awkward when we don't realize and we are still trying to bounce around on your floppy marshmallow. Guys who are awkward or shy. I find most people with those traits to actually be extremely genuine and hide some great personalities. All they need is a bit more time to feel comfortable. Or they're like me and just obnoxious once I get comfortable. When they do anything unmanly and are at peace with it. Examples: wearing pink, singing in the car, shower, talking about their feelings, using body washes, shampoos that aren't just the cheap generic for men shit, wearing jewelry, fawning over plants or animals. It shows me that they are mature, comfortable with themselves, and don't equate femininity with inferiority. Admitting that they don't know something. A big turn-off for me is when a guy pretends they know about something because they think it will impress me or think I'll look down on them for not knowing. It's okay to admit you're unfamiliar about something, and I truly appreciate the honesty behind that and find it incredibly refreshing. I like bookish, sensitive guys. I live in the American Midwest, where so many men are loud and proud that they don't read, don't do anything cultural or artistic, aren't open to trying things. Yoga is probably the best example. But honestly, I've met all sorts. Won't try French food, won't go for a non-sexual massage, won't drink wine, etc. because it makes them gay. That has always been a huge red flag for me in a partner. Having hair on your chest, shoulders, back, face, etc. It is sexy. You don't need to shave it or wax it off. Hair is good and cool and makes you look like a human being. On the other side of this, men who can't grow a beard and feel shamed by the popularity of beard culture. You are beautiful too. Tummy of all sizes. A+. Doing things that you like but are associated with the opposite gender roles. Like painting your nails or ordering a fruit-based cocktail at the bar. It shows that you're super comfortable in your masculinity and don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Don't fake it, mind you. But if there's things you genuinely like or are interested in and aren't afraid to express that, even if some people might raise their eyebrows, it's definitely cool. They're singing. Yes. My husband usually screws around and sings in a silly, obnoxious voice and it bums me. The rarity he just sings to sing along to a song he really likes. Like you said, a song that makes him happy. It's so awesome. I love men that are sensitive to animals. The ones that get cute and cuddly with kittens and are concerned for their well-being. Also, stockier guys. Men who are taking care of babies or young kids. Average-looking guy plus baby carrier equals exceptionally hot. My boyfriend has been on the chunky side and I actually really like it. He is so conscious of it and doesn't believe me when I say he's so handsome. Of course I support him if he wants to get healthy because I do too. But I really enjoy it. As he says to me when I was heavier, more cushion for the pushin'. I like guys that are a little chubby. You don't need to be ripped or sculpted. Just look healthy and happy. That's really attractive. Oh, and short guys. I have a thing for little fellas. Let me at M. When a guy acts really flustered and nervous around me, I think it is cute AF. Apologizing if you make a mistake. Messy hair. I don't know if men don't like messy hair or not. This hasn't been mentioned, so I'll mention it. Nerds. My husband is nerdy when it comes to the things he loves and gets so passionate and loves certain things. To see the passion in his eyes makes me happy because he's happy. Keep talking about the Marvel Universe. You sexy chunk of a man. I will always listen. I love big bushy eyebrows. I think a lot of guys think they have to be all smooth and flirty with women, but I personally find the awkward, shy dorkiness super adorable and attractive. Gray hair, especially when it's all salt and pepperish. My boyfriend specifically becomes self-conscious over his excitement of his hobbies. His last relationship was toxic to the extreme, and she would force him to feel bad for having hobbies outside of her and for having his attention elsewhere. It was to the point where he was apprehensive to even tell me what he was doing sometimes because he would worry that I would be mad at him for having a social life. But honestly, I love it. Everything about him and his personality is just beautiful. The way he gets so excited when he calls the climax of the story arc of his new favorite anime, or when he tells me listening this podcast of this new man he discovered that talks about anime and how he loves it, or when he shows me his new character for D&D that HES drawing and goes through the different powers they have and why he chose them for that campaign, or how he laughs so hard at his little weeby TikToks that I don't understand so he has to explain them to me and he laughs harder, or even when HES watching subs and I'll ask him what is going on even if I really don't care about it, just to see how big his smile gets when he gets to explain all about this part of this story arc that I truthfully forget about by the next morning, even if I don't share his passions. I love to see his love for them, and it baffles me to think she ever made him feel so bad for loving the things he loves. This thread has significantly helped my self-esteem. When they have an interest in reading, or express any of their passions really. I know a lot of men are self-conscious about losing their hair, and I'm here to say own it. I dig bald guys. If your hair is really thinning, just shave it and rock it. Trust me, bald is so much more attractive than trying to style your hair to hide thin spots. All that does is draw attention to it. Honestly, bald men are hot. I stand by this statement. That feeling when you realize girls can be attracted to all sorts of things and yet no one finds you attractive in real life. My husband is somewhat of a quiet loner, who in school was never popular or well known, and I don't know why, but I love that. I love a man who isn't the party dude or the loud and funny guy. I like intimate conversations and the inside jokes. Quiet guys all the way. Saving this post to make myself feel better later. The voice a guy makes when he first wakes up in the morning. After reading the comments. Virgin. Yep. I'm a chick magnet. Making noise during sexy times. They're real laughs. I think most people have a public and restrained laugh, so to hear a guy laugh without being self-conscious about how giggly or higher-pitched they may sound is absolutely adorable. Are men of Reddit disproportionately upvoting the attributes that they possess, or am I just way more desirable than I ever realized? Being a good person. If you have to one-up, or put down your friends. EW, you could be the hottest guy in the room by social standards. But if everything out of your mouth is rude and sarcastic, I am out. I will go after the sweet and kind guy every time. Their voices. When they sing. When they take care of their appearance. Show emotions or do what they please, not minding people calling them feminine. Like wear sunscreen. Cancer won't make you more masculine, you idiot. If we put most of the comments here together, we have women that are attracted to George Costanza. Their voice. Their gaze when they look at us for the first time, wearing, saying, doing something they appreciate. It is chilling. Showing some vulnerabilities without showing off like alpha males. Because it shows their strength. It takes a lot of guts to show something they consider a weakness and taking that on. Also, being a bit clumsy. To sum it up, not being an alpha male. Expressing feelings. A bit sensitive is my personal turn on. I'm just here to see compliments about big noses. You don't have to have the body of a lifter or someone who works out a lot to be attractive. I noticed a lot of men feel bad about themselves if they don't have that type of body. Being short. I'm short, so I enjoy actually being able to reach their faces. I feel like all guys think that we just want muscular dudes that are 6'0 plus. Squishy guys with a little fluff are adorable. A lot of girls do prefer if the guy is the same height or taller than them, but not all. If you're 5'6 and shush is 5'3, she'll probably see you as tall. If she's 5'6 and you're 5'5, she'll find you just as cute. What if I'm 5'5 and want to date a girl who is 6'3? That's called climbing mountain. A goofy laugh. My late husband had a goofy laugh and I loved making him laugh just to hear it. Is it my walrus laugh? I bet it's my walrus laugh they all love. I think guys with big different noses look perfectly fine. Nice even. Like a Roman nose looks hella good on men. Shitty dancing. My boyfriend is the dorkiest dancer I've ever seen. I like to say all 4 of his limbs have a different idea of what dance he's doing, and I swear over and over that his dancing could cure my depression. He just goes for it. I can't watch without the stupidest most love-filled grin on my face. After the amount of men that have turned me down to dance BC, they aren't any good or just timidly go for a safe 1-step. 2-step shuffle. It's my favorite thing in the world to watch him get really into a song and flail about it. Laugh lines and crow's feet. Even when I notice them on men who are in their 30s, I find it very endearing. Long hair. Being short and being gentle, soft-spoken. I love emotional guys who are sensitive and can show their feelings, be it good or sad. I love comforting them and it makes me feel as if they trust me, too. And long hair is just hot. This is going to end up as one of those videos narrated by text-to-speech in YouTube, won't it? Yeah, you're watching it now. I feel like some dudes lack the confidence to wear certain things, or feel they'll look stupid if they dress well. I'm a barista and we have a group of regular guys who come in. Once one of them was getting teased about wearing grey tailored trousers with a light grey plaid detail. The other guys asked what I thought of them, expecting me to join in, but I just said I thought he looked great and men should be encouraged to put in a little effort with their clothes. Showing feeling and emotions, and being able to express and talk about them. I want you to tell me how you truly feel about everything. Don't try and hide it from me. Also, when they're not super ripped and even have a bit of a belly. Don't get me wrong, if they're super ripped, that's great. But if they're not, I'm cool with it and I actually prefer it. It makes me feel so much less insecure about myself knowing that he's not in tip-top shape and I'm not either. And they're also so much better to cuddle with and have nicer sweatshirts I can steal.